Last year about this time around Halloween, a couple of my teenagers worked at the local Six Flags, the big park, and they had their Halloween in the park. And one of the things that they were asked to do as employees of the park was to hide behind this wall in this haunted hallway where various lights were going off and eerie sounds were being played, like screams of voices and things of that nature, but they were behind a wall that wasn't really a wall. Of course, in the dark, you would know it wasn't a wall. It was just a giant sheet of black spandex. And so as you would walk through what you thought was a wall, realizing there's no one standing there, suddenly people would lean forward and press their faces from the other side against the spandex. And the spandex would allow them to stretch right out there, and they could stick their arms out and touch you. They could move in, and you would brush by them. And if you were walking through that hallway in the dark, and there was just enough light to realize this is a straight hallway, and there's no one else in it, and then suddenly the wall moves and touches you, this nameless, faceless, voiceless, screaming entity is right in your face and then gone again, and then right in your face and then gone again. It freaks some people out. I mean, it really freaks some people out. I heard stories of black eyes and broken jaws for the people who would stick their face through, because if you didn't put your hands out there far enough with them, when you did that, people would freak out and just punch your head. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. You know, the reality is that Facebook is a lot like that spandex wall. It really is. It's really easy, even behind your profile or a fake profile, if you want to create a fake profile, to lean in and scream all types of obscenities and wrong values and bad ideas and stupid beliefs that destroy people's lives. It's real easy. In fact, it's so easy to do it that we now have political campaigns that are managed that way, for whichever side. Outside entities, outside forces, whether you're talking about a foreign government or someone who has nothing to do with politics, but they would love to see the ability to sway politics one way or the other, who will lean into that black wall with the nameless, faceless identity and scream something that causes everyone to react, and it really isn't even true. It happens. But see, what really happens in that is that now we have this dogmatic, hate-filled, vitriolic conversation going on that draws emotional blood, if you will, among friends. People who've lost all grace for each other because somehow, with their friends standing right beside them, they've taken the side of the face in the wall. The nameless, faceless, unidentified, shouting voice that has no merit. Just a big platform. Just dollars to throw at sponsored ads. Or multiple Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or other social media identities, where they can just be thousands of voices clamoring to be heard, faces pressed against the veil from the other side in a way that you can't know who they are, but you can't drown out their voice either. And so two friends turn against each other, two would-be co-workers turn against each other. They silence one another. You won't talk to me like that, I'll block you. I'll unfriend you. I'll delete you from my life because that voice behind the black curtain told me that I should. Let me just tell you something. When the only way for somebody to get along with you is to not have their own opinion, when the only way that I can talk with you is if I shut up and listen to everything that you have to say, that's not grace. It's not grace if I do the same thing either, if I try to bully you into silence. I don't do this video to be a monologue because I don't want anybody else to engage. I would love your feedback in the comments. In fact, shoot a video, make it the comment. I would love this to be a conversation. In fact, if I could shoot this video in front of 1,000 people and all of them have their say, that would be my preference. But that's not the opportunity. So I get 5 minutes right here. This is where I share my voice. I encourage you to do the same. I'm not threatened by the competition. I'm excited about the fact that someone with a name and a face, with a passionate belief, with a heart, would take the time. Not the nameless faces behind the veil, the black faces pressed against the spandex. And no, I'm not talking about the color of the face, I'm talking about the color of the spandex. See? I know how you think. I'm talking about the opportunity for everyone to have a voice, for everyone to have an opinion, for everyone to care, and still get along. That, my friends, that's grace. Lead like that. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.